And Mark Horton meets the Wiltshire man on a buccaneering quest to find sunken treasure. This is Inside Out West. I love a good tale of lost treasure, and our final film tonight is about a man from Wiltshire who spent most of his life on a romantic quest for the wreck of a Spanish galleon said to be laden with silver dollars. Maritime archaeologist Mark Horton examines the evidence.
Shelving salesman Colin Godwin has spent a personal fortune chasing his dream of finding tons of silver dollars off the coast of Cornwall. It's cost him £40,000 so far, and today he has again hired professional divers for the latest of dozens of trips in search of the booty he believes is lying off the Lizard Peninsula.
There's something down there. There's dollars down there. There's got to be. Got down to bedrock. Yeah. Good.
So has Colin any prospect of finding sunken treasure, or is it all a wild goose chase?
All we know is that local legend has it that about 1770 a Spanish ship was wrecked here, carrying a huge amount of treasure, said to be 15 to 20 tons of gold and silver, a huge amount of money. But we have no name for the ship. We've never been able to establish a name or a positive date or any corroborating evidence.
It's an intriguing story, so I've come to Chippenham to meet the man who has invested so much time and money in this quest.
I think this could be it.
And to take a look at what he has found so far.
Hello, Colin.
Come on in.
Fantastic. And I can see it's absolutely in a critical point, because if you're coming into the western approaches,
southwesterly,
this is the graveyard of ships.
Absolutely,
isn't it?
yeah.
Like all good treasure hunts, Colin has spent many an hour plotting all his information on a map, trying to pinpoint the exact spot where he thinks the wreck lies.
But Colin, whatever got you started on this quest?
Well, about 25 years ago, I went to Gulmallow in Cornwall with my wife and 2 young children, and all of a sudden I had this eerie feeling I'd been here before. And of course I've never been to Cornwall in my life ever. And I had this feeling that I'll be back again, for what reason I don't know. So about 3 or 4 months later I saw a film about diving, about Dollar Cove. I thought, I've got to go back there, let's do it and do it.
Did you realise why it was called Dollar Cove?
Well, yeah, because dollar's been found on the shoreline here. Mm-hmm. So very interesting. I thought, pack up football, do some diving.
So Colin trained as a diver, as the prospect of finding some dollars lured him back there time and time again.
But surely this is just a complete obsession.
Absolutely.
But is there really a shipwreck down there?
Yes, there is. We prove that in the church records, document records in the county council. It says she went ashore, Spanish galleon went ashore, carrying 2.5 tons of silver dollars.
That's a bit more convincing.
I found these two.
Right.
3 or 4 years back.
Right. And I think we should explain that these are Spanish dollars, pieces of 8. They're worth 8 reals, and these were the absolute standard currency of the Atlantic world in the 17th and 18th century. So what dates are these? 1774 and 1777.
Well, that fits in okay. It would be no good if the dates were after 1787, the date Colin found in the parish register for the wreck. But since that time, there have been numerous attempts by Cornish miners and other treasure seekers to salvage the dollars. Another day, but not another dollar. Often the dives are thwarted by adverse sea conditions.
Alright, let it go. This is typical of Cornish weather. 1 minute it's flattish, and then all of a sudden, deep in the Atlantic, you get these 2 metre, 3 metre high waves.
Any find, though, gives Colin a sense of satisfaction.
Touch something, maybe 200 or 300 years old. The only person to touch that 200 or 300 years ago was maybe a cabin boy or a sailor or someone. So it's fascinating to be the first one to hold that, and that's like shaking hands with history.
Is it really the history that's motivating you?
It's a treasure.
It's the treasure?
It's a treasure.
But surely you're just a treasure hunter then?